Good morning or afternoon, everybody, or maybe you're watching this on Wednesday night. Thank you for stopping by one of my Rouslin's opening round or 3-ball short form video where I give you maybe just a quick, that's a new one. A couple of quick little tidbits about the upcoming week, and then I give you some actionable bets to go off of it. Man, last week I almost had a clean slate of every bet that I put in this article, or this video, I should say. Ended up being a good one. There was only one, the Aaron Wise bet, that missed. All the other ones, I had a pretty good week. So don't expect the same this week, but hey, we're always going to strive for it, no doubt about it. So let's go ahead and dive right into the Workday Charity Open. That is this week's tournament. The first of 2 weeks at Muirfield Village Golf Club, a par 72, 7,400 yard designed by Jack Nicklaus. We have more than 3 of the world's top 10. Actually, the way it turned out, I think we have 4 of the world's top 10 in the new updated OWGR. So I do this. I put in some of this information on Sunday night, and so we had a little more people come through. In any case, DraftKings offering $1 million at first, FanDuel offering $100K to first, so plenty to play for. This week's withdrawals in COVID-19. Luckily enough, good for the PGA Tour, whatever you want to call it. Whatever it is, there's no withdrawals due to COVID-19. In fact, quite the opposite. Players who tested positive are now all eligible to play. Denny McCarthy, Dylan Fratelli, Cameron Champ, and the alike. So all are back and ready to play. My week-long bet in player comparison this week, I'm going to look at Joel Dahmen and Harold Varner. Last week, I had Adam Hadwin over Brian Harman, and Brian Harman had been coming in, had some decent form, but kind of plateaued there. Had back-to-back top 20s or 25s and kind of plateaued, missed a cut, and had a second missed cut in a row at the Rocket Mortgage, and Hadwin ended up coming in third, so that was a good bet. This week, it's more of a value play for me. Joel Dahmen plus 100 against Harold Varner. I'm not going to take anything away from Harold Varner here, who's had a really nice restart. 30th at the Rocket Mortgage, 32nd at the Travelers. Joel Dahmen, though, plus 100, has come out and played equally as good as Harold Varner has since the restart. Also has played one last week, so he's coming in maybe a little bit more rest. The model ranking was something that really turned me on. My model has Joel Dahmen in the top 25, where it has Varner ranked 35. So a bit of a discrepancy there, and I'm going to lean in Joel Dahmen plus 100 for the week-long bet. Group bet. Last week, I pulled Matthew Wolff plus 400, and he obviously won. So I'm going right back there. I don't know if that's going to play well for me or not, but this week, Matt Wolff is matched up with Billy Horschel, who's missed back-to-back cuts. Kevin Streelman, who had a great week at the Travelers, one of his best weeks in a long time. So maybe that one a little nervous about. Matthew, and then, of course, Matthew Wolff plus 335 is this bet this week. Jason Kokrak is also on back-to-back missed cuts, while Harold Varner has not shown us the top 10 upside. And I think that Matthew Wolff, sure, he had a great week last week, but I don't see any reason as to why he can't do it again. 8,100 on DraftKings, 9,800 on FanDuel. Kokrak coming in 7,600 and 9,100, while Billy Horschel checking in at 75 and 9,400. Now I'm going to our week-long bets, where last week, again, I was heavy on Matthew Wolff all the way through, and he paid out fantastically. Something in the form of, I think it was like 4-1, 10-1, and 20-1 across the board. Of course, he didn't win for that 125-1, but still a pretty good payout nonetheless. This week, my week-long bets, that bombs that I'm focused on. This one, I really just talk about bombs. I don't pick the top end of the board. Just give you 3 names that I think have a chance to pay off at some good values. Keith Mitchell is number 1, 14-1, 28-1, 70-1, and 400-1. Now, I think this is just a value play for me here. I see like Brandon Wu, for example, is 225-1. And I don't understand why Keith Mitchell, a proven PGA Tour winner who has played well at a numerous number of tracks, is 400-1. So almost double the odds Brandon Wu is. So I like that value there. Chase Seifert, kind of very similar there. He missed the cut on the number last week after shooting a very nice opening round. Ended up missing the cut on the number. He's posted at 400-1, 70-1, 28-1, and 14-1, going from win all the way to top 20 there. So I like those odds. Again, last week it seems like he was a little popular. I know my co-host Ben Raza on the Live Before Lock show liked him a lot, so maybe he'll go back into him this week. And I'm trailing back into Sammy Burns, who Missed a 6-footer on 17 for birdie, and then missed a 8-footer for par on 18. If he had made both of those, he would have paid out the top 20 bet, which last week was 6-1. This week he goes up to 10-1. So I like that. I like getting a little bit more value there. I'm going to try Sam Burns out one more time. 225, 45, 18, and 10-1 on the win to top 20. So Keith Mitchell, Chase Seifert, and Sam Burns this week. Okay, next, we're going to head-to-heads, and I guess I'm maybe sticking with a little bit of a theme here with Matthew Wolff. It looks like I didn't get a picture of Luke List. I very much apologize. That is not Luke List. I almost had a DraftKings faux pas there and put in the wrong picture on the right-hand side of the screen. But first, left-hand side, Matthew Wolff versus Ricky Fowler, plus 138 for Wolff on the first-round bet. This is, sorry, I forgot to mention, this is the round one bet and round one showdown focus, because golf splits are just the best, so why not start the fun right away and know if you're going to win or lose right after the first round. So Matt Wolff, 138 versus Ricky Fowler, plus 138. And then I have Jordan Spieth, minus 106 versus Phil Mickelson. Here's the thing. Jordan Spieth has played superbly over the first 2 rounds. In fact, he's one of the top 25 in strokes gains in the first 2 rounds. Just hasn't put the weekend rounds together, or at least fully. So I like trying to take advantage of that. And minus 106 against Phil Mickelson. Sure, Mickelson played good at the Travelers, but I don't think that's going to be a long-term consistent thing. I've been clear about it. I think Phil is a fine and can compete still at times on the PGA Tour, but I think his game is better suited for the Champions Tour coming up, and he'll win a bunch on there. He may win again on the PGA Tour. Doubtful he'll win a major, but again, I'm taking Jordan Spieth's form here and going minus 106. Last week, 2-0. With a parlay, Sam Burns, plus 120 over Brandon Grace, and Doc Redman, minus 124 versus Zach Blair. A nice little plus, about 250, 300, somewhere in that range, depending on where you bet it. Payout, so a good one there. Brings my total record to 10, 7, and 2 on the year. 3 parlays as well, so I've gotten 3 2-0s right. Gotta love to see that. All right, now moving on to round one showdown focus. Jordan Spieth, 8,200. I just mentioned why. And Luke List, I like him coming into this week, and he's one of the first guys off, so maybe post a number there. All right, now for my 3-ball, sticking with the Matt Wolff theme, I'm going up against Ricky Fowler and Patrick Reed this week, who he beat pretty handily last week, plus 225, and I'm sticking with the Keith Mitchell theme, plus 200 versus Ryan Armour, who had a great week. Don't get me wrong, I love you, Ryan. I just think Keith Mitchell plus 200 against Ryan Armour and Stuart Sink seems like pretty good value. Last week I went 1-1. Aaron Wise could not come through against Kevin Kisner, so that was a loss, but DeChambeau did beat up on Hideki and Patrick Reed for the plus 131. So, all right, that will round up our 3-ball video for this week. I hope you all enjoyed it and came away with something, and something that you can go place bets. Last week, like I said, if you followed me, we did pretty good. So if it was your first time joining, like I said at the top, please don't expect the same going forward. So until next time, check out my PGA model breakdown video that is coming up here in just a couple of minutes. It'll go to show you some of the information that I shared with you in here about the model rank and such, and so much more. And of course, the Live Before Lock show with Ben Razat tonight. So until next time, everybody, thanks for joining, and we'll see you on the other side. Cheers.